Hi viewers, welcome back. This is Sudhakar from Lohit Computer Academy. This is the second video of introduction of trigonometry. If you didn't see the first video of this introduction, I am suggesting you to go to the first video. Please watch that video and come to this video for better understanding. The link for the first video is given in the description box. In the previous class, we have discussed about three trigonometric ratios. This is the right angle triangle and right angle at B. The side opposite to the right angle and the longest side is hypotenuse. These are the two acute angles. For the angle A, this is the opposite side and this is the adjacent side. The three trigonometric ratios we have already learned are sin A, that is opposite side by hypotenuse, that is BC by AC, and cos A, that is adjacent side by hypotenuse, that is AB by AC, and tan A is opposite side by adjacent side, that is BC by AB. These three ratios plays the key role in the whole trigonometry. So don't by heart these three ratios. Try to understand and try to remember. Let us do this problem in page number 274. Find sin C, cos C and tan C in the adjacent triangle. This is the given right angle triangle and angle B is right angle. And opposite to the right angle is hypotenuse. So length of the hypotenuse is given as 13 centimeters. And for angle C, this is the adjacent side. This is also given as 5 centimeters. For angle C, this is the opposite side. The length is not given to this side. So we have to find the length of this side first. From the figure, angle B is right angle. Hypotenuse AC is 13 centimeters. For angle C, adjacent side BC is 5 centimeters and opposite side AB is not given. From Pythagoras theorem, AB square plus BC square equal to AC square. That is AB square equal to AC square minus BC square. Here AB square equal to AC means 13 centimeters and BC is given as 5 centimeters. That is 13 square minus 5 square. 13 square means 169. 5 square means 25. That is 169 minus 25. That is 144. AB is square root of 144. And finally AB is 12 centimeters. So we got the length of the AB as 12 centimeters. Now come to the problem. Find sin C, cos C and tan C in the adjacent triangle. For angle C, we have to find sin, cos and tan ratios. First, sin C means opposite side by hypotenuse, that is 12 by 13. And cos means adjacent side by hypotenuse, that is 5 by 13. And tan means opposite side by adjacent side, that is 12 by 5. That's it. First problem is over. Second problem is, in a triangle XYZ, angle Y is a right angle. Draw a triangle XYZ. Given that angle Y is right angle, this is the right angle. Denote the vertex as Y and remaining vertices as X and Z. Given that XZ is 17 centimeters. This is not meters, this is 17 centimeters. XZ is 17 centimeters and YZ is 15 centimeters. 17 and 15 centimeters. Now we have to find the length of the XY first. For this, from that figure, angle Y is right angle. Hypotenuse XZ is 17 centimeters. For angle X, opposite side is YZ, that is 15 centimeters, and adjacent side is XY, that is not given. From Pythagoras theorem, XY square plus YZ square equal to XZ square. Now XY square equal to XZ square minus YZ square, that is XZ is given as 17 centimeters and YZ is given as 15 centimeters, that is 17 square minus 15 square. XY square equal to 17 square means 289, 15 square means 225, that is 289 minus 225, that is 64. XY is square root of 64 and finally XY is 8 centimeters. Now we got the length of the XY as 8 centimeters. Now come to the problem. Find sin x, cos z and tan x. If you observe first and third problem, we have to find sin and tan ratios for angle x. But for the second problem, we have to find cos ratio for angle z. So first let us see first and third problems. Sin x. Sin means opposite side by hypotenuse, that is 15 by 17. Next third problem, tan x. Tan means opposite side by adjacent side, that is 15 by 8. And come to the second problem, cos z. For the angle z, we have to find cos ratio, that is cos means adjacent side by hypotenuse. For the angle z, adjacent side is 15 centimeters, that is yz, that is 15 by 17. That's it. Second problem is over. Let us see third problem. In triangle PQR with right angle at Q, draw a triangle PQR. This is the right angle. Denote the vertex as Q and the remaining vertices as P and R. And also given that PQ is 7 centimeters and QR is 24 centimeters. And also angle P as X. This is X. The length of the PR is not given. So we have to find the length of this PR as first. From the figure, angle Q is right angle. For angle P, opposite side is QR, that is 24 centimeters, and adjacent side PQ is 7 centimeters. And hypotenuse PR is not given. From Pythagoras theorem, PQ square plus QR square equal to PR square. That is, PQ is given as 7 centimeters and QR is given as 24 centimeters. That is 7 square plus 24 square, that is PR square. 7 square means 49, 24 square means 576. That is 49 plus 576, that is 625 equal to PR square. PR square is 625. PR means square root of 625. That is finally PR is 25 centimeters. So we got the hypotenuse as 25 centimeters. Now come to the problem. We have to find sin x and cos x. For this angle x, we have to find sin and cos ratio. Sin means opposite side by hypotenuse. This is the opposite side, that is QR by PR, that is 24 by 25. And cos means adjacent side by hypotenuse. Adjacent means here PQ. For angle x, this is the adjacent side. Therefore, adjacent side by hypotenuse 7 by 25. That's it. Third problem is also over. Let us see. Try this problem in page number 274. In a right angle triangle ABC, right angle is at C. Draw a right angle triangle ABC, and this is the right angle. Denote the vertex as C and the remaining vertices as A and B. And also given that BC plus CA is 23 centimeters and BC minus CA is 7 centimeters. Let this as first equation and this is as second equation. Add these two equations. Plus CA and minus CA get cancelled. BC plus BC, that is 2BC equal to 23 plus 7, 30 centimeters. Now BC is 30 by 2, that is 15 centimeters. We got the length of the BC as 15 centimeters. From the first equation, BC plus CA is 23 centimeters. We got the BC as 15 centimeters, that is 15 plus CA is 23. CA is 23 minus 15, that is CA is 8 centimeters. So we got the AC or CA as 8 centimeters. Now we have to find the hypotenuse. For this, from the Pythagoras theorem, AC square plus BC square equal to AB square, that is AC is 8 centimeters and BC is 15 centimeters, that is 8 square plus 15 square. 8 square means 64, 15 square means 225, that is 64 plus 225, that is equal to 289 equal to AB square equal to 289. AB is square root of 289 and finally AB has 17 centimeters. So we got the hypotenuse as 17 centimeters. Now come to the problem. Then find sin A and tan B. First, for angle A, For this angle A, we have to find sine ratio. Sine means opposite by hypotenuse. That is 15 by 17. And second one is tan B. For the angle B, we have to find tan ratio. Tan means opposite side by adjacent side. That is 8 by 15. That's it. Try this problem is also over. Up to now, we have learned 3 trigonometric ratios. Apart from this, we have another 3 trigonometric ratios. We know sin A is opposite side by hypotenuse. That is BC by AC. The multiplicative inverse of this sin A called as cosecant A. That is multiplicative inverse means cosecant A equal to 1 by sin A. That is equal to 1 by sin means opposite side by hypotenuse. That is this denominator goes to numerator and this numerator goes to denominator. Therefore cosecant A is hypotenuse by opposite side. That is cosecant A equal to hypotenuse means AC by BC. Hypotenuse by opposite side. Next, we know that cos A is adjacent side by hypotenuse. That is multiplicative inverse of cos A called secant A. That is equal to secant A means 1 by cos A. That is 1 by cos A means adjacent side by hypotenuse. That is equal to, here this denominator becomes numerator and this numerator becomes denominator. Hypotenuse by adjacent side. That is equal to secant A is hypotenuse by adjacent side. That is AC by AB. Next, third one is, we have already known that tan A is opposite side by adjacent side. The multiplicative inverse of this tan A is called as cot A. That is cot A is 1 by tan A. 1 by tan means that is 1 by opposite side by adjacent side. Here also this denominator becomes numerator and this numerator becomes denominator. That is adjacent side by opposite side. Adjacent side by opposite means that is cot A. Cot A equal to AB by BC. That's it. Let us revise all the trigonometric ratios now. These are the trigonometric ratios and these are the multiplicative inverse of this. First one is sin A, that is opposite side by hypotenuse. Multiplicative inverse of this is cosecant A, that is hypotenuse by opposite side. If you observe these fractions, these two fractions, these are the multiplicative inverse, means this is the opposite side by hypotenuse and this is the hypotenuse by opposite side. Next, cos A means adjacent side by hypotenuse. The multiplicative inverse of this cos A is secant A means hypotenuse by adjacent side. Next, tan A is opposite side by adjacent side and the multiplicative inverse of this tan A is cot A, that is adjacent side by opposite side. These are the all trigonometric ratios in the trigonometry chapter. Let us see the think and discuss problem in page number 275. First one is sin A by cos A is equal to tan A? Let us see this problem. Sin A by cos A, that is sin A means opposite side by hypotenuse. This is sin A and cos A means adjacent side by hypotenuse. Here this fraction is dividing the first fraction. These are two fractions. Below fraction is dividing the above fraction. If you multiply this fraction with this, that is opposite side by hypotenuse, into this fraction becomes reverse. Therefore hypotenuse by adjacent side. Now hypotenuse get cancelled. It remains opposite side by adjacent side. Means opposite side by adjacent side means that is tan A. Therefore sin A by cos A equal to tan A. So the first problem is true. Now let us see the second problem Is cos A by sin A is equal to cot A? Let us see. Cos A by sin A means cos A means adjacent side by hypotenuse and sin A means opposite side by hypotenuse. These are the two fractions. The below fraction is dividing the above fraction. If it is multiplied by the first fraction, then the below fraction becomes reverse. That is, opposite side by hypotenuse becomes hypotenuse by opposite side. Here, the numerator in the hypotenuse and denominator in the hypotenuse get cancelled. Remains adjacent side by opposite side. That is, adjacent side by opposite side means cot A. Therefore, cos A by sin A equal to cot A. That's it. In the next video, we will see exercise 11.1 problems. Okay, bye. Thank you.